A Mysterious Letter. Welcome, dear viewers, to another spine-chilling tale. Today, we unravel the mystery behind a mysterious letter. Sit back, relax, and prepare to be haunted. Our story begins on a dark and stormy night. The wind howled through the trees, and the rain poured down in torrents. Inside a small, cozy house on the edge of town, a young woman named Emily was curled up on her sofa, reading a book. The sound of the rain against the windows was almost soothing, a perfect backdrop for her evening. Suddenly, there was a loud knock at the door. Emily jumped, her heart racing. She wasn't expecting anyone. Who could it be at this hour? She cautiously made her way to the door and opened it a crack. To her surprise, there was no one there. Only the wind and the rain greeted her. Confused, she looked down and saw a letter on the doorstep. It was an old, yellowed envelope with no return address. Her name was written on it in elegant, flowing script. Curiosity piqued. She picked it up and brought it inside. Emily sat back down on the sofa, the mysterious letter in her hands. She carefully opened the envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper. The paper felt old, almost brittle, as if it had been written many years ago. She began to read. "Dear Emily, you do not know me, but I have something important to tell you, something that could change your life forever. I cannot reveal my identity, but know this: there is a hidden truth about your family, buried deep within the old abandoned house at the end of Willow Lane. Go there, and all will be revealed." Emily's hands trembled as she finished reading the letter. What hidden truth? What could be waiting for her in that old house? She had to find out. The next morning, the storm had passed, but a thick fog enveloped the town. Emily couldn't shake the feeling of unease the letter had given her. She debated whether to go to the abandoned house. Was it worth the risk? What if it was some kind of trap? But the need to know outweighed her fear. She decided to go. She packed a small bag with a flashlight, some snacks, and her phone. She told herself it was just to satisfy her curiosity, that she would be in and out quickly. As she left her house, the fog seemed to swallow her up. The town was eerily quiet, and Willow Lane felt like it belonged in another world. The further she walked, the more the fog seemed to thicken. The old house at the end of Willow Lane stood like a dark sentinel. Its windows were broken, the paint was peeling, and the garden was overgrown with weeds. Emily hesitated at the gate, a sense of dread washing over her. But she pushed forward, determined to uncover the truth. The front door was slightly ajar, creaking open as she pushed it with a trembling hand. Inside, the house was dark and musty. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and dust covered every surface. She turned on her flashlight and began to explore. Every step echoed through the empty house. She walked through the hallway, peeking into each room. There was nothing unusual, just old furniture and forgotten memories. But then she found a door at the end of the hall, a door that seemed out of place. This door was different from the others. It was smaller, almost hidden behind a curtain of cobwebs. Emily took a deep breath and turned the handle. The door creaked open, revealing a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. Her heart pounded in her chest as she descended the stairs. The air grew colder, and the smell of damp and decay was overwhelming. At the bottom of the stairs, she found herself in a small, dimly lit basement. In the center of the room was an old wooden chest. She approached the chest, her flashlight beam dancing across its surface. It looked ancient, with intricate carvings and a heavy lock. To her surprise, the lock was already open. She hesitated for a moment, then lifted the lid. Inside the chest were several old documents and photographs. Emily picked up a photograph and gasped. It was a picture of her parents, but they looked much younger. There was something else too, a man she didn't recognize, standing with them. She sifted through the documents and found a letter addressed to her mother. It was from the mysterious man in the photo. He wrote about a secret relationship and a child that was given up for adoption, a child named Emily. Emily's mind raced. Could this be true? Had she been adopted? Her parents had never mentioned anything. She felt a mix of emotions: shock, anger, confusion. She needed answers. Emily hurried back home, the documents clutched tightly in her hand. She confronted her parents, demanding to know the truth. They were taken aback by her sudden outburst but finally admitted everything. "We wanted to protect you," her mother said, tears in her eyes. "We thought it was best if you never knew. But we always loved you as our own." Emily felt a whirlwind of emotions. The people she had called her parents had lied to her, but they had also loved her deeply. She didn't know what to feel. Days passed, and Emily tried to come to terms with the revelation. She visited the abandoned house again, hoping to find more clues about her biological family. But this time, she felt a strange sense of peace. She realized that the truth, as shocking as it was, had given her a new sense of identity. Emily decided to track down the mysterious man from the photograph. She needed to know more about her roots. Her journey had only just begun, and so Emily set off on a new adventure, one filled with unknowns and possibilities. The mysterious letter had changed her life in ways she never could have imagined, but she felt ready to face whatever came next. Thank you for joining us for this eerie tale of discovery and family secrets. If you enjoyed A Mysterious Letter, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more spooky stories. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.